Hey guys, what's up? It's Marley from the Engine Bays, and today is a very special day because today marks starting 4 years with this 2014 1LT Camaro. Now, I did name it kind of conspicuous, this video kind of conspicuous, because I'm at a crossroads right now. You know, after owning this car for so long, I really appreciate the vehicle and I love it a lot. But there are other cars that I want to personally experience. There are other cars that I want to build. So I'm at a point right now where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So I want to give a little bit of a backstory on why this car means so much to me. When I went and first bought this vehicle, my mom actually didn't know what kind of car I was getting. She heard a couple of different cars that I was, test driving and stuff, but predominantly my dad was with me getting this car. I went and looked at a Honda Fit. I went and looked at a Mazda 3. I wanted to stay Chevy because my whole family's Chevy and I wanted to stay with Chevy. So I actually went and looked at a truck. It was way too expensive for me, and then I was like, you know what? I found this Camaro at a Nissan dealership and I was like, you know what? It's a decent price. I've always wanted a Camaro, it's one step below the Corvette, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So I went and bought the Camaro. And why this car means so much to me is when I took it home and I showed it to my mom, the look on her face was just like, I can't even explain how happy and proud of me she was, because I bought this car because I went to school for 5 years. I have 2 degrees. I started college when I was 15 years old. So I had graduated when I was about 20 with 2 degrees, and I was like, I'm buying a car. I'm getting a car for myself. So going back to my mom, she was really proud of me. She took it for a test drive. Originally, I named the car Starscream, and now its name is Bagheera because my mom's like, no, we name all of our cars after Disney characters. You have to name it, Bagheera. So I named it because my mom came up with an excellent name for this car. And then unfortunately, about 2 months later, my mom passed away, and I didn't know what to do. I was, for the longest time, I'm sure anybody who's ever lost a parent at a younger age, or just lost anyone super close to you, you're lost for a long time. And I threw myself into whatever I could. I worked stupid hours at work to the point of my boss was forcing me to take time off because I haven't been able to have a chance to grieve for my mom. I went to work the day I found out she passed away because unfortunately she was in another state. So I still went to work that day because I didn't know what to do. I was like, I could stay home and cry or just go to work. And again, I just didn't know what to do. But I ended up meeting a couple people a couple months later after, struggling and stuff. And I had the Camaro at the time, so I started modifying. And I'm rambling a little bit, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is this car has so much. I owe my life to this car, and it sounds stupid and it sounds weird, but I really do owe my life to my car. I was suicidal at one point. I would have never met Daniel. I would have never met any of the friends that I have today. I would have never started Engine Bays. I would have never seen the smile on my mom's face and how proud she was of me if I didn't buy this car. So that's why I struggle with figuring out what the fuck to do with this car. So this is my crossroads, okay? I have option 1 and option 2. Option 1 is I just stick with the car. It's almost paid off. No matter what, guys, I'm keeping the vehicle. Whether it's going to be here in the state of California, I don't know. That's where I'm trying to figure out. The car is, again, almost paid off. I'm going to pay it off at the end of this year, or maybe even sooner. I've only got about $6,000 left on this car, and I want to not be paying for a car payment. So I'm really close to just going and paying for it. So my option 1, I keep the car in California. This stays as my primary, my daily. I continue to modify it. Once the car is paid off, I could either decide to get into engine work, I could decide to get into just more modification of the car, which, you know, okay, cool, that would be fun. I would enjoy doing that. I do love this car to death, so it would be kind of fun to do that. I have some really cool wrap ideas and that sort of things that I want to do to the car, but I'm also got new wheels that I'd like to put on the car. So that's option one. Option two is pay the car off, send it back to Washington, which is where I'm from. My home's still there. I have plenty of space to actually store a vehicle up in Washington, so I'm kind of like, okay, I can pay the car off, take it off my insurance, store it in Washington, and go get another car. It's not a bad idea, it's not a horrible idea. I'm struggling with it because it's my baby. I've had it for so long, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to let it go, but I wouldn't be. It's so, and trying to maintain a car that isn't being used in a different state, I just feel like it's gonna be an entirely different challenge that I don't know if I'm ready for. The nice thing is that I do have family still in Washington, so I know that they'll keep an eye on the car and turn it on when I need them to and that sort of thing, but that's where I'm at with this car. It's been a long road, and I appreciate and I love this car. It just hit 90,000 miles, you know, it's got a stupid amount of money put into it, more than the car is worth. So I'm so stuck, man. I don't know what I want to do with it, and I'm not asking for people to tell me what to do. I just want to know what people would do if you were in my situation. Because at the end of the day, this is my car, and whenever I decide, I'm gonna do it. But I would love to hear what other people would do, because I just don't know. You know, I don't unfortunately live in a spot in California where I could keep my car around. I already have 2 cars, 3 cars if we count Danny's car. That 1 is on the street and 2 are in parking spots, and I just can't. I'm not allowed to buy another parking spot at our freaking apartment complex, so you know, I'm stuck. So my max out is about 3 cars. So yeah, guys, that's the update that I wanted to give. It's not anything crazy. It's nothing exciting like I'm adding a supercharger to this thing or anything like that. I would love to if money be willing, but yeah, that's just where I'm at, and I just want to say happy birthday to my baby, and we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, please tell me what you guys would do in my situation. I would much appreciate it. Thank you.